Here with Kenyatta Sr. I'm going to let him tell you what he does. Go ahead and tell me.
How you doing? I'm the Director of Player Relations and Pro Liaison here at Florida
There you
State.
go. Well, Kenyatta, just talk about just why I know you were excited to get into this field, but why was FSU such a perfect fit for you?
First of all, Mike, such a great guy, Coach Norvell. I mean, genuine, honest. I just saw the direction of the program, really believe in what he's doing. He's definitely the right guy to lead Florida State back to the program that it was in the not so past. So, just the distance, the state of Florida, being able to recruit, help recruit Florida, the proximity to Georgia, the unbelievable conference of the ACC. So it was a perfect fit.
When you got here, what jumped out at you about the staff right when you got here?
Well, just from being at Grayson for such a long time, I knew a lot of the guys coming through, recruiting at other schools. But the biggest thing that stands out is the relationship those guys have. They genuinely like each other. It's no fluff. It's who they are. They're workers. They've been workers before they were here. They're workers now, and they just really gel. They get along really well, and you see that in how they are with the players. The relationship with the players, it's all genuine. I've been around a lot of college programs, seen a lot of different staffs, and it's all like, they're phony. But this is as real as it gets.
Yep. You obviously started just grinding, a guy that grind. You weren't a high school coach, you weren't any of that stuff.
Nope.
But you just grind. Obviously, innovator is the word we hear. You started the True 19, and that just spread like wildfire. And then you see a guy like Mike Norvell,
Right,
who was kind of an innovator with the youth camps, the way he took it to every city. What's that like, joining a guy that kind of has the same mindset you do?
It's great because it challenges you to try to be one step ahead. Again, just some of the things that I was able to kind of come up with along my time at Grayson and after Grayson. It's just, recruiting is about relationships. How can you be what's next? How can you grab the kids' attention? And it was just like a natural progression for me. Like you said, the word I would use is myself as a grinder. I've always tried to do things the right way, be first, come up with different ideas. And that's what attracted Coach Norvell to me and me to Coach Norvell is he saw the fact that, I'm a genuine person, care about the kids first and foremost, and that's what he is. He's that same guy, so it was a perfect fit.
Everyone talks about your ties to the South or Georgia area. Talk about how that's going. The kind of responses you're getting from the state of Georgia and the kids and
Right.
recruits and families.
So when I got hired, I probably got 1,000 text messages just from helping so many kids along the way, and just having the reputation of being the guy to help kids. I had to kind of pull back from helping high school kids for the last 2.5 years because of the IWP rule. So I really dove into helping middle school kids. And fast forward to now, that 2024, 2025 class, a lot of those guys that I've helped in the state of Georgia, they're national recruits, national prospects. So it's been great. The fact that, a lot of parents trust me, they believe in me, see a lot of the work that I've done. So it's definitely going to be beneficial here in the future as far as recruiting at the great state of Georgia.
Now, I'm sure you've seen some of your kids that you have relationships with that visited FSU already. How's that gone as far as when they actually are here with you?
So at the Seminoles showcase, we had about 20 plus Georgia kids that made their way down. And just a lot of the parents was like, Coach, this changes things now. Because what's so funny is a lot of the kids I invited to the UA Knicks game, the 8th grade All-American game.
Right.
And you keep those relationships with those kids. Now all of those kids are kind of like national recruits. A lot of them were here, have the relationship with the parents and the kids. And as you know, recruiting is about one thing and one thing only. It's about relationships.
Right.
And so, you got to recruit parents, recruit good people, make sure this is a good fit. So they're excited about me being here, and I'm excited about being here. And, we'll see. We'll see.
Now, I know you couldn't probably see the article. We did a feature on you and Ryan, and then the rest of the support staff, which you have amazing support staff. But Mike Tunzel from over there in Miami said, you guys together is like the Chicago Bulls in 1990. But Talk about what it's like to work for this guy to my left, Ryan Bartow.
Man, it's been awesome. Known Ryan for a long time, and he's been like, I can't even begin to explain how helpful that he's been since I've been here. Just kind of like, showing me the ropes as far as like, meetings and, being around campus and different things like that. He's just a good, genuine person, great guy. Like I said, I've known him for a long time, but it's been amazing. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem. I'm just being as honest as possible, because we understand the importance of recruiting and the importance of relationships, and this is what we love to do. Let's go get them. That's been the kind of word cry. Let's go get them.
And that's what Tunzel kind of alluded to. You guys are so competitive, and you have such the same nature. How competitive are you guys when you're working? Or is it just a connection?
It's just a connection. Like I said, he's been great with helping me out, and then just making sure that we're on the same page with we're not who we're talking to. Like if a kid FaceTime him and I know the kid, we jump on and say what's up, and vice versa. So we're just bouncing things off of each other. We're just trying to help Florida State University get back to national prominence.
Tell me where you. I mean, obviously top 5 class right now. You got a season, obviously need to be productive somewhat or growth there. Well, what's kind of the message to the kids that you talk to about that?
Just being honest with them. Having the opportunity to go through it as a parent, a player, the recruiting process. A lot of times, a lot of things are said to kids that are not true just to get them here. We're not doing that. Coach Norvell has set that standard. Just be honest with the kids. Just talking about it's a destination program. I mean, look at the tradition, look at the players that come here. You want an opportunity to play in the NFL, which every kid, that's their number one goal. There's no better place. And if you look around at some of the changes and different things that's going around, this place is going to be second to none in a few years.
Being a former player, you seem to really, you can connect with a lot of these guys that are here. How's those conversations gone with guys that haven't gone through what you're going through?
It's been great. I know a lot of the guys on the team are ready. But it's been great. Just I'm here to service them, to help them in any way that I can. Have those tough conversations with them about just making sure they're doing the right things. And but it's been, like I said, man. I wake up every day and I'm like, is this really? I still have not settled in to the point like, dude, you're really here. Because it's been such a long road, so it's been great.
Right, you've done so many things in innovating with the All-Star games and stuff like that. But as far as recruiting the future, what's kind of the pitch to the kids when you talk to them, because they know you're going to be direct and straightforward? What's kind of the pitch about FSU?
Come win. That's it. Come win. Coach Norvell believes in playing the best players. He's gonna do that. If you think you're that guy, come here. Let's win. Let's get back to national prominence. Let's win national championships. I mean, that's it. They know that I'm here. They know that I'm gonna take care of them. Coach Norvell's gonna take care of them. The staff's gonna take care of them. But just get here. If we can get them on campus, we got a shot.
What do you? When I talk to kids, maybe from Georgia. And even this came after you got here, but they say about the relationships, the culture, it's just different here at FSU than any other place, and they're around the players. So, what is it that you guys are doing so well?
It's just genuine, and it starts with Coach Norvell. He is a genuine guy. You're gonna work, but he's gonna love you up at the same time, and he's honest. He's just honest. He's genuine. I sat in and listened to his. He'll tell you this. His recruiting speech is probably not like anybody else in the country because he's being honest. If you don't want to work, don't come here. If you don't want to grind, don't come here. If you want to get better, if you want to get coached, he services the whole kid, not just the athlete, but the person as well. This is the place for you. The staff is so genuine. They're a bunch of great guys. Everybody's trying to help. They care about the kids. That's the biggest thing. And so if that's what you're looking for in a program, come here.
Yeah. And lastly, I'm still shocked I'm talking to Kenyatta here because we talked before when your son was going through all this stuff. But feelings in general, just where this thing's going in the future with FSU.
Back to national prominence. I'm being honest. You see it in the kids. You see it in their work. You see it in how they handle themselves in the facility. One of the biggest things that I always look for, even when my son was going through the recruiting process, is you walk in a building. What's the first thing you notice? Everybody looks the same. The culture is the same. Everybody speaks the same language, and it's genuine. It's not forced, and that's the biggest thing you look for. So when you see that, you're going to start getting the best players as you see what's going on in recruiting. I think we're going to shock people on the field this year, and then you're going to see this thing head right back to where it used to be.
There you go. Kenyatta Watson Sr. from FSU.